In today's world, where social media is a central part of our lives, it's becoming more common for people to share personal details, including those related to their relationships and family matters. However, it is crucial to recognize that not everything in our personal lives should be shared publicly. Personal relationships, whether romantic, platonic, or familial, are deeply private and require boundaries to maintain their integrity. When these aspects of our lives are exposed to the public eye, it can lead to unnecessary conflicts, misunderstandings, and even damage to the relationship itself. One of the main reasons to keep personal relationships private is to protect the feelings of those involved. Often, people share intimate details about their relationships, like arguments, disagreements, or even joyful moments on social media platforms. While this might seem harmless or even therapeutic, it can cause hurt to the people involved, especially when they are not ready to disclose certain aspects of their lives or when they feel their privacy is being violated. For instance, airing personal grievances on a public platform can lead to public scrutiny, unwanted advice, or even judgment from people who might not understand the full context. This can create unnecessary tension between partners, friends, or family members, making them feel uncomfortable or disrespected. Additionally, when we share too much about our family matters, it can lead to others forming opinions or judgments based on partial information. Relationships within families are often complicated, and what might seem like an issue to one person could be entirely different when viewed from another perspective. By keeping family matters private, we can protect our loved ones from external criticism or interference, which could damage the trust and bond within the family. It's important to allow families to resolve their issues privately without the added pressure of outside opinions. Moreover, privacy in relationships and family matters helps maintain a sense of security and safety for everyone involved. In certain cases, sharing personal information publicly can have severe consequences. For example, revealing too much about your personal life, such as relationship struggles or family disputes, can lead to unwanted attention, harassment, or even exploitation. This is particularly true when it comes to sensitive matters such as domestic issues or financial problems. Sharing these vulnerabilities can invite negative energy or people who take advantage of the situation. Maintaining privacy also allows people to work through issues without the pressure of outside expectations. Relationships, whether romantic or familial, require time and space to grow and develop. If every moment, whether good or bad, is shared with the public, it can alter the dynamics of the relationship. For example, if a couple is going through a rough patch, it might be healthier for them to resolve their differences privately, away from the prying eyes of social media. Publicizing such struggles can prevent them from finding their own solutions, as external pressures and advice can distort the process of reconciliation or healing. In addition, keeping family matters private ensures that the bond between individuals remains genuine and unaffected by the influence of external judgment. When we share every little detail about our family life, we open ourselves up to criticism or praise from people who might not have a full understanding of our circumstances. This can make us question the authenticity of our relationships, as we might begin to value the opinions of outsiders over the well-being of those closest to us. By keeping personal matters private, we allow the relationship to flourish without the influence of others, focusing on mutual respect and understanding. Lastly, maintaining privacy helps to nurture trust. When we choose not to expose every detail of our relationships, we show respect for the boundaries and preferences of others. This builds a foundation of trust, where individuals feel safe and supported within their relationships. Trust is the cornerstone of any healthy relationship, and once broken by public exposure or unnecessary sharing, it can be hard to rebuild. By respecting each other's privacy, we ensure that the relationship remains strong and stable, free from unnecessary external pressures. In conclusion, personal relationships and family matters are an essential part of our lives that deserve to be protected. In an era where sharing is the norm, it is important to recognize the value of privacy. Protecting the feelings, dignity, and trust of those involved in our relationships is vital. By maintaining privacy, we allow relationships to grow organically and protect them from external influence, ensuring they remain healthy and strong. Therefore, let's be mindful of what we share, when, and with whom for the sake of our relationships and our peace of mind. In an era where financial transactions have become increasingly digital, maintaining the privacy of our financial information has never been more important. Our financial details are a significant part of our personal life, and sharing them carelessly or exposing them to the public can have serious consequences. Whether it's our income, savings, debts, investments, or even the way we manage our day-to-day expenses, these aspects of our lives should remain private to protect ourselves from potential harm. One of the key reasons to keep financial information private is to prevent identity theft. With the rise of cybercrime, hackers have become more sophisticated in their methods of stealing personal data, including financial information. When we share our bank account details, credit card numbers, or even the amount of money we have in a savings account online or with untrusted parties, we are putting ourselves at risk. Criminals can exploit this information to commit fraud, make unauthorized transactions, or steal our identity. This not only leads to financial loss, but can also affect our credit score, create legal complications, and take years to resolve. By keeping our financial information private, we reduce the chances of such risks occurring. Another important reason for keeping financial details private is to safeguard against unwanted advice or judgment. People are often quick to form opinions about others' financial situations, and disclosing too much about how much we earn, save, or owe can open the door to unsolicited advice or criticism. For example, sharing details about your salary might invite others to judge your spending habits, while revealing your debts could cause people to question your financial decisions. Financial matters are deeply personal, and every individual's circumstances are different. What works for one person might not work for another, and sharing personal financial details with others can lead to unnecessary stress, guilt, or feelings of inadequacy. Furthermore, sharing financial information can have negative effects on relationships. In both professional and personal settings, discussing money matters openly can create tension or awkwardness. For instance, if we share details about a raise, bonus, or promotion, it might unintentionally lead to feelings of jealousy or resentment among colleagues. Similarly, discussing debts or financial struggles with friends and family can lead to unwanted interventions or judgment, even if that was not the intent. Money is a sensitive subject, and talking about it too much can change the dynamic of relationships, causing discomfort or strain. Keeping financial information private also helps maintain control over one's financial decisions. When we disclose too much about our financial plans, others might try to influence or manipulate our decisions. For example, if we share details about an investment or savings plan, someone might try to convince us to make different choices based on their preferences or biases. Financial decisions should be based on our own goals, needs, and circumstances without external interference. By keeping these matters private, we maintain the power to make decisions that are best suited for our future and personal financial stability. Moreover, privacy protects us from potential scams and fraudulent schemes. In the digital age, fraudsters are constantly looking for ways to deceive individuals into disclosing financial information, whether it's through fake emails, phone calls, or websites. By maintaining privacy about our financial situation, we reduce the likelihood of falling victim to such scams. Scammers often prey on individuals who disclose their financial status, offering too good to be true opportunities that can lead to significant losses. Keeping financial matters private helps us avoid these traps and ensures that we are not manipulated or taken advantage of. Lastly, privacy helps preserve financial freedom. In many cultures, the discussion of money can be seen as a form of competition or status. People may compare their wealth to others, leading to feelings of inadequacy or pressure to keep up. By keeping financial information private, we free ourselves from the burden of comparison and the stress of living up to others' expectations. This allows us to focus on our own financial goals, whether that means saving for a home, investing in the future, or simply managing our expenses effectively. Financial privacy ensures that our choices are driven by what is best for us, not by societal pressures or the opinions of others. In conclusion, keeping financial information private is essential to protecting ourselves from identity theft, financial loss, unwanted advice, and judgment. It allows us to make informed decisions about our finances without external pressure or interference. Privacy in our financial matters also helps maintain healthy relationships and protects us from potential scams. By valuing and safeguarding our financial privacy, we ensure that our personal and financial well-being remains secure, allowing us to live with greater peace of mind and confidence. In today's interconnected world, where everyone shares their thoughts and experiences online, it's easy to feel tempted to share everything, including our health-related matters. However, it is essential to recognize that health information is deeply personal and should be kept private for several reasons. Health is a critical aspect of our lives that deserves privacy and respect, and disclosing sensitive health information without careful consideration can lead to unnecessary complications. Whether it's a chronic condition, a temporary illness, or mental health struggles, maintaining privacy about our health is vital for several reasons, including emotional well-being, protection from discrimination, and maintaining trust with medical professionals. One of the primary reasons for keeping health information private is to preserve our emotional well-being. Many health issues, particularly chronic or serious conditions, can cause significant emotional distress. Sharing such information with the public or with people who are not close to us may invite unwanted advice, judgments, or even pity. While some might offer their support, others may unintentionally say things that can make us feel misunderstood or uncomfortable. Health struggles, especially those related to mental health, often come with societal stigma, and sharing them too widely can increase the emotional burden. Keeping health matters private ensures that we have the control to disclose them only to those who we trust and who can provide the support we need without judgment or pity. Moreover, disclosing too much health information can lead to unwanted attention or even discrimination. In many places, individuals with certain health conditions, such as mental health disorders or chronic illnesses, face prejudice, either socially or professionally. People might make assumptions or judge an individual based on their health, and this can result in bias, mistreatment, or missed opportunities in both personal and professional life. For instance, if someone discloses their struggle with mental health, they may face misunderstandings in the workplace or social circles, where people might question their capability or reliability. By keeping our health information private, we can avoid these issues and protect ourselves from discrimination or bias. Additionally, keeping health information private allows individuals to retain control over their own narrative. We should be the ones to decide who knows about our health and when they know about it. In today's world, where information spreads quickly, sharing health details with the wrong people or at the wrong time can lead to rumors, gossip, or misinformation. This can complicate the situation and create more stress. If a person decides to discuss their health struggles, it should be done with trusted family members, friends, or medical professionals who are there to support them in a caring and respectful manner. By managing the information we share, we can maintain the power to tell our story on our own terms without external influence or interference. Furthermore, when health information is shared openly, there is the risk of privacy violations. Medical information, especially sensitive data like diagnoses, treatments, and medications, is often protected by laws in many countries, such as the Health Insurance Portability and Accountability Act, Tenability Act, HIPAA, in the United States. If this information is disclosed carelessly, it can violate privacy laws and lead to legal consequences. Even if we share health information with trusted individuals, there is always a risk that it may be passed on to others, either intentionally or unintentionally. This can result in feelings of betrayal or loss of trust, which can affect relationships with those involved. Keeping health information private ensures that we retain control over how it is shared and with whom. Mental health issues in particular benefit greatly from privacy. Mental health has long been a taboo subject in many cultures, and people who suffer from anxiety, depression, or other mental health conditions often face stigma. This can discourage individuals from seeking help or talking about their struggles. When mental health information is shared openly, it may be used to stereotype or marginalize individuals, leading to isolation and making it harder to seek the support needed. By maintaining privacy about mental health issues, we can create an environment where people feel safe to ask for help without fear of judgment or discrimination. This allows for better self-care and the opportunity to engage in treatment or counseling without the burden of societal expectations. Furthermore, keeping health information private can also protect relationships. Some individuals may not feel comfortable disclosing certain health matters to their loved ones, fearing that it could change the way they are viewed or cause unnecessary concern. It's important to understand that some health information, especially if it's temporary or not a serious issue, may not need to be shared with everyone. For example, sharing a minor illness with acquaintances or coworkers may not only be unnecessary, but can also lead to overreactions or unwanted sympathy. By keeping such matters private, we avoid unnecessary drama and ensure that our relationships remain grounded in trust and mutual understanding. In conclusion, Health information is deeply personal and should be treated with the utmost respect and care. By keeping our health details private, we protect our emotional well-being, prevent discrimination, maintain control over our personal narrative, and safeguard our relationships. While it's important to seek help and share health information with trusted individuals or medical professionals, being mindful of what, when, and with whom we share ensures that our privacy and dignity are preserved. Ultimately, by respecting our own privacy and the privacy of others, we can foster a more supportive and compassionate environment for everyone, especially when it comes to health. Personal goals and dreams are the driving forces behind our actions and decisions in life. They represent our aspirations, desires, and the future we hope to create for ourselves. However, sharing these deeply personal ambitions with others, especially those who may not understand or support them, can have unintended consequences. While it's natural to want to share our excitement about our goals with others, there is significant value in keeping them private until the right time. Keeping personal goals and dreams to ourselves can prevent unnecessary distractions, maintain our focus, and protect our vision from the judgment and criticism of others. One of the most significant reasons to keep personal goals private is to preserve our focus and motivation. When we openly share our dreams and ambitions, we may receive feedback or advice, some of which can be negative or discouraging. People who are not supportive of our goals might unintentionally project their fears, insecurities, or doubts onto us, causing us to second-guess our decisions. The more we share our goals, the more we expose ourselves to external opinions that can shift our focus from our original vision. By keeping our goals private, we protect ourselves from these distractions, ensuring that we stay focused on what truly matters to us. Moreover, when we keep our goals to ourselves, we create a space for personal growth and progress without the pressure of constantly justifying our choices. Often, people feel the need to explain or defend their goals when others question or criticize them. This can create unnecessary tension and cause self-doubt. Instead of engaging in lengthy explanations or facing skepticism from others, maintaining privacy about our goals allows us to work in peace, free from external pressure. We can make progress on our own terms, at our own pace, without worrying about what others think or say. Another reason to keep personal goals and dreams private is to avoid the premature sense of accomplishment that sometimes comes from sharing them. When we openly talk about our dreams, we may feel a sense of validation or satisfaction, but this can sometimes lead to complacency. We may feel that we have already achieved a part of our goal simply by talking about it, which can lessen our drive to actively pursue it. In contrast, by keeping our goals private, we avoid that false sense of accomplishment and remain motivated to put in the hard work required to achieve them. Working quietly toward our dreams can lead to greater satisfaction and a sense of achievement when we finally reach our destination. Additionally, keeping our personal goals private allows us to avoid the influence of others who may not fully understand or align with our aspirations. Each person's goals are unique, and what works for one person may not necessarily work for another. When we share our dreams with others, especially those who have different perspectives or experiences, we may inadvertently be swayed by their advice or opinions. While feedback can be valuable, too much unsolicited input can cause confusion and uncertainty. By keeping our goals to ourselves, we ensure that our decisions are based on our values, desires, and circumstances rather than being influenced by others who may not have the full picture. There is also a protective element in keeping personal goals and dreams private. Not everyone in our lives may have the best intentions when it comes to our aspirations. Some people may not support our dreams either because of their own insecurities or because they are envious of our ambitions. Sharing our goals with the wrong people can lead to hurtful comments, sabotage, or even attempts to dissuade us from pursuing what we truly want. By keeping our dreams private, we protect ourselves from negative influences and safeguard our vision from being compromised by the opinions or actions of others. This way, we can trust that our goals are shaped solely by our desires and not by external factors. Another benefit of keeping personal goals and dreams private is that it allows us to surprise others with our success. When we keep our aspirations to ourselves, the achievement of those goals becomes even more meaningful. The journey toward success is often long and challenging, and when we finally reach our destination, the surprise and joy that others experience when they see our accomplishments can be incredibly rewarding. It also gives us the opportunity to share our success on our own terms, without the pressure of having to meet expectations or validate our progress to others along the way. Furthermore, Keeping our personal goals private helps us build resilience and confidence in our abilities. When we keep our aspirations to ourselves, we are forced to rely on our own inner strength and determination. This self-reliance builds confidence and empowers us to tackle challenges on our own. We become more resilient in the face of setbacks because we know that we are responsible for our own success. This inner confidence is invaluable as it drives us to continue working hard, regardless of the obstacles that may arise. In conclusion, personal goals and dreams are vital to our growth, happiness, and fulfillment. However, there is immense value in keeping them private until we are ready to share them with the world. By protecting our goals from external opinions, premature validation, and negative influences, we maintain our focus, preserve our motivation, and increase our chances of success. Keeping our dreams to ourselves also allows us to surprise others with our accomplishments and strengthens our resilience. Ultimately, the journey toward achieving our personal goals is a deeply personal one, and by keeping it private, we give ourselves the best chance to achieve the success and fulfillment we deserve. In the digital age, where the internet plays a central role in our daily lives, safeguarding online activities and passwords is more crucial than ever. Our online presence spans across various platforms, social media, banking, shopping, email, and more. And with each of these platforms comes a responsibility to maintain the security and privacy of our personal information. Sharing online activities or passwords with others or failing to properly secure them can have significant consequences, ranging from identity theft to unauthorized access to sensitive data. Protecting these details is essential to ensure our digital safety and maintain our privacy in an increasingly connected world. One of the primary reasons to keep online activities and passwords private is to protect ourselves from cybercrimes, such as hacking and identity theft. Cybercriminals are always on the lookout for vulnerabilities in individuals' online accounts, and exposing passwords or activities can create opportunities for them to exploit our information. Passwords are often the first line of defense when it comes to securing online accounts. If someone gains access to your password, they could potentially access your bank accounts, emails, personal messages, and social media profiles. From there, they may steal your personal information, commit fraud, or even cause emotional harm by posting or sharing things on your behalf without your consent. By keeping passwords private and using strong, unique passwords for each account, we reduce the risk of falling victim to such attacks. Another key reason to maintain privacy over online activities and passwords is to preserve our privacy and autonomy. The internet provides an avenue for individuals to express themselves, seek information, and engage with others. However, when we share our online activities, whether on social media or in private chats, we open ourselves up to judgment and scrutiny from others. In some cases, people may inadvertently expose sensitive personal details that could be used against them. For example, sharing information about personal struggles, financial difficulties, or health issues can be misused or misunderstood by others. It is important to be mindful of what we share and who we share it with to maintain control over our personal narrative and prevent any potential harm or exploitation. When it comes to passwords, using weak or shared passwords can compromise our entire online security. People often make the mistake of using easy-to-guess passwords, such as birthdays or common words, or even reusing passwords across different accounts. This behavior leaves us vulnerable to cyber attacks, as hackers can quickly guess or crack these weak passwords. Additionally, when passwords are shared with others, whether out of convenience or trust, we risk losing control over our online accounts. It only takes one individual with malicious intent or negligence to compromise the security of an account. By keeping passwords private and ensuring they are strong and unique, we take a critical step in safeguarding our personal information. Furthermore, sharing passwords or online activities can lead to unintended consequences in relationships. Trust is the foundation of any relationship, and when passwords are shared, it can lead to a breach of that trust if the information is misused. For instance, sharing passwords with a partner or friend may seem harmless, but it can give them access to your private messages, social media accounts, or bank details. This can lead to misunderstandings, conflicts, or even betrayal if that information is misused. Similarly, sharing passwords with family members or colleagues may lead to inadvertent breaches of privacy, such as them logging into your accounts or viewing personal data you prefer to keep private. By keeping passwords confidential, we respect our own privacy and the privacy of others. ensuring that our personal and professional lives remain secure. The rise of social engineering attacks is another reason to be cautious about sharing online activities or passwords. Social engineering involves manipulating individuals into revealing confidential information by exploiting their trust. Hackers may impersonate a friend or colleague or even a legitimate company to trick you into revealing passwords or other sensitive information. For example, they may send phishing emails that appear to be from a trusted source, asking you to reset your password or verify your account. If you fall for such tactics, your personal information could be compromised. Keeping online activities and passwords private helps protect us from these types of attacks and ensures that we are not vulnerable to manipulation. Additionally, securing online activities and passwords helps maintain our financial and professional security. Many people now conduct business and financial transactions online, from paying bills and managing investments to shopping and making purchases. If your online accounts are compromised, it can lead to significant financial loss, fraud, or identity theft. By ensuring that our passwords are secure and our online activities are private, we protect ourselves from these potential risks. Financial institutions, shopping sites, and other online services require sensitive personal information, and it is essential that we keep these details private to avoid unauthorized access to our accounts and prevent fraudulent activities. In conclusion, safeguarding online activities and passwords is an essential aspect of maintaining our security and privacy in an increasingly digital world. By keeping our passwords private, using strong and unique passwords, and being mindful of what we share online, we reduce the risk of falling victim to cybercrimes, protect our personal information, and preserve our autonomy. Moreover, maintaining privacy helps us avoid unintended conflicts, preserve trust in relationships, and defend against social engineering attacks. By taking these steps, we can navigate the online world with confidence, knowing that our personal information is secure and our privacy is protected. Emotional struggles are an inevitable part of the human experience, and they can take many different forms. Whether it's dealing with stress, anxiety, grief, or feelings of inadequacy, these struggles can significantly affect a person's mental and physical well-being. In a world that often values strength, success, and outward appearances, it can be difficult to acknowledge and address emotional challenges. However, maintaining privacy about these struggles is crucial for a variety of reasons. Keeping emotional issues private allows individuals to navigate their feelings without external pressure, judgment, or unwanted interference. One of the primary reasons for keeping emotional struggles private is to protect oneself from judgment and stigmatization. In many societies, there is still a stigma surrounding mental health and emotional challenges. People who struggle with depression, anxiety, or other emotional difficulties are often unfairly labeled as weak or unable to cope with life's challenges. Sharing such struggles with others, especially those who may not be empathetic or understanding, can lead to feelings of shame or embarrassment. This can make the situation even more difficult to deal with, as individuals may internalize these negative judgments and begin to feel isolated or misunderstood. By keeping emotional struggles private, individuals can protect their dignity and avoid the unnecessary judgment of others. Furthermore, emotional struggles are deeply personal and can be sensitive in nature. Sharing these struggles with others, particularly people who are not close or trustworthy, can make individuals feel exposed and vulnerable. When someone opens up about their emotions, they are often looking for support, understanding, or empathy. However, not everyone is equipped to provide the right kind of support. Some people may offer unsolicited advice or dismiss the problem entirely, which can worsen the emotional strain. Others might gossip or spread the information, leading to feelings of betrayal or further emotional distress. By maintaining privacy, individuals have the freedom to process their emotions in a safe space without the risk of others exploiting or misusing their vulnerability. Another important reason to keep emotional struggles private is to avoid external interference or unwanted advice. People often feel compelled to give advice when they learn about someone's emotional difficulties, even when it may not be welcomed. While some advice may be helpful, much of it can be well-meaning but misguided. It's important to remember that each person's emotional journey is unique, and what works for one individual may not work for another. Unsolicited advice can be overwhelming, confusing, and even counterproductive, especially if it comes from someone who doesn't fully understand the situation. Keeping emotional struggles private allows individuals to seek out the support they need, whether that's through therapy, trusted friends, or self-reflection, without being bombarded with advice that may not be relevant or helpful. In addition to this, emotional struggles can sometimes cloud our judgment, making it difficult to make clear decisions. When we are emotionally overwhelmed, our ability to think rationally and logically may be compromised. Sharing our emotional struggles with others who are not in the best position to offer guidance can lead to misguided decisions or unnecessary stress. For instance, telling a colleague or acquaintance about a difficult emotional situation might lead them to offer opinions that are not based on a full understanding of the context. This external input may lead to confusion, making it harder to resolve the issue or find the best solution. By keeping emotional struggles private, individuals can take the time to reflect, seek appropriate support, and make decisions without external influence. Moreover, privacy in emotional struggles allows individuals to regain control over their emotions and actions. When we share our struggles with others, we often seek validation or sympathy, but this can sometimes reinforce negative emotions. Constantly talking about the problem without resolution can keep individuals stuck in a cycle of negativity. By keeping struggles private, individuals have the opportunity to focus on their emotional healing and personal growth. They can choose to address their issues in their own way and at their own pace without feeling pressured to meet others' expectations or share every detail of their emotional journey. Emotional struggles are also a part of personal development and self-awareness. Everyone faces challenges in life, and it is often through these struggles that we learn more about ourselves and our strengths. However, when we openly share every detail with others, we may lose the opportunity to fully process these emotions on our own. There is power in learning how to cope with difficult feelings independently, as it helps build emotional resilience and self-reliance. By maintaining privacy, individuals can take ownership of their emotions and discover healthier ways to cope, whether through journaling, meditation, therapy, or simply allowing time for reflection. This self-reflection is an important aspect of personal growth and can help individuals develop stronger emotional intelligence. Lastly, maintaining privacy in emotional struggles also protects relationships with others. When we share our emotional challenges with others, particularly in close relationships, it can sometimes shift the dynamic. Loved ones may become overly concerned, or they might feel burdened by the information, especially if they are not equipped to handle the situation. It's important to preserve the integrity of relationships by maintaining healthy boundaries and sharing only what is necessary. This ensures that emotional struggles do not overwhelm relationships or create unnecessary tension. It also allows individuals to seek help from professionals or trusted confidants who are trained to offer support, rather than placing undue stress on friends or family members. In conclusion, emotional struggles are a natural part of life, and keeping them private can offer several benefits. By protecting ourselves from judgment, unwanted advice, and external interference, we preserve our dignity and maintain control over our emotional well-being. Keeping emotional struggles private also gives us the space to reflect, heal, and grow without external pressures. It allows us to build emotional resilience and maintain healthy boundaries in our relationships. Ultimately, the decision to keep emotional struggles private is a personal one, but it is an important step in taking control of our emotional health and ensuring that we have the support and space needed to work through life's challenges in a way that is most beneficial to us.